Alright, today I thought I'd do an unboxing of a new piece of equipment. I bought this Mechanics polarized ring lamp. It's model number LS370. Let me double check, make sure I'm telling you right. Yeah, no, LS720 plus. I don't know what the plus means. This will be replacing the lamp that I have been using, which is this setup here. And the thing that I wanted to get away from was I was really limited. I had to aim the lights right at the work item, and then I could only have it sitting in a certain spot. And this is slippery, so the board would want to slide, or my board holder would want to slide on there. So I did have one of those blue mats that had all the tool compartments on it here. And it was eating up most of my workspace. I only probably had a workspace about like that. So I ended up going to one of these mats that I've seen some other people use, and it's more of an open flat area, so that's good. But anyway, back to the light. Let's take a look at it, see what we got. I'm a little bit nervous because you can see that during shipping it has seen better days. Had some rough times in transit. Let's see what we got anyway. Hopefully it still works. I don't know yet. Well, first I got to get it open. That's turning out to be a little bit of a challenge for me. Alright, here we go. Alright, this should just raise straight up. Please don't be broken. Having some trouble here. Top does not want to come off. There it is. Bam. Okay. Let's see. This is what it looks like so far inside. Let's take it out. Okay, here's the lamp portion of it. Alright, great. Now see, this outer ring here is what rotates, and that's, I think, where the polarized film, you can change the direction. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's allowing more light to pass and then blocking light. Alright. Now we just need the cables. Cable. Now I'm surprised that there's not another lens that goes in the middle. Some of these ring lights I looked at had a lens cover that went in the center. But I'm guessing that's what this outer lens does. Or, yeah, this one up in the top here. Oh, this is the top, okay. So yeah, it has I guess a lens, stationary lens built into it right there. And then this outer one's the movable one. It looks like a USB power system, so I'm gonna have to find a place to plug this in, and I hope the cable is going to be long enough, because I'm running up and over a articulating arm where the microscope is attached. I may have to get an extension cable for this. We will see. I'm going to take a few minutes and go ahead and try to mount this on, see if I can get it to attach to the microscope, and then I will be back and we will film that part. Alright, I'm looking at how to get this mounted onto, this is an Andon Star microscope, in case you were wondering what type of scope I have. The opening in the ring light is made for a bigger microscope, so I'm hoping, I have a bag of screws here, and let's take a look at them. Yeah, they look, I don't know if they're long enough. I'm going to go ahead and put them in, and then hopefully I can screw these in far enough to attach to that smaller diameter lens. Now, another thing that I need to do before I do that, I think I'm going to take some electrical tape and go along all around the bottom portion of the lens so that when I screw the thumb screws in to hold it, they can kind of dig in and grip a little bit because this is slippery and smooth. I don't think this ring light will stay on there unless I put something around here. Anyway, I'm going to give it a shot. I'll put some tape on there and I'll be back. Okay, I think that I'm ready to try to mount the ring light onto the lens of the microscope now. You can see I went around it 3 times with some electrical tape right here near the end, so I'll have something for these thumb screws to grip onto. I started them through a little bit, but left them loose enough that I can get this to start up on. Let's go ahead and put this in position. Now, one thing is I need to position this so that the USB-C port is facing back toward my articulating arm for cable routing. Anyway, it's not going to be long enough as is to go along the arm, so for now I'm just going to plug it in and hook it up. Shortest route that I can do it. All right. Right now I'm just holding this up as close to the lens as I can get it and trying to dial these thumb screws in about the same amount all the way around to keep it kind of equidistant here. And I also want them to be fairly tight so that I don't have to worry about it slipping off, but not too tight to squeeze the lens in. Just going to go a good finger tight there all the way around. That seems pretty good there. Yeah, I think that'll be a good starting point. Let me plug it all in. Let's see, we're just going to plug into the USB-C back here on the back. And I believe I have a USB under my table. For now, I'm just going to throw it over here and plug it in. I need to extend it. I'm crawling under the table right now, so the audio may not be too good down here. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. All right. Back. Let's see. Oh, it's on. Okay. Oh, I can't show you the control because it won't reach in front of the camera. I don't believe you can see that. Maybe you can. Anyway, I think that this is the light intensity, this little mechanic guy. If you crank it around, it gets bright, and then crank it the other way, it dims out. Yeah, that's what it's doing. I don't know if you can see it on camera. And I think on off as you push it, push the center in of the little mechanic face on the button. Yeah, it turns it off and on. We need to get a circuit board under here and fire up the microscope so you can actually see if the polarization works. I don't know yet how well this is gonna record with my system, but we're gonna find out. Okay, I have a Nintendo Switch circuit board under the microscope right now. This what you're seeing on the microscope view is typically what I would be able to see without using my table lamp, where I manually aim and point the lights right at the circuit board, which is this thing here. I think you can see it on the camera. So yeah, this right now is what I would normally see with just plain lighting without manipulating the polarization. All right, now let's turn the polarizer a little bit. And you can see it takes the glare out a lot, so it does look much better. Like, I don't know if I need to clean these IC chips here a little more, and then I'd be able to read them. I think they have some flux on them, and that's making it more difficult to read. Let me go ahead and wipe it off and see if it helps. Where is that chip at? I have to find it now. All right, here. All right, got some IPA, isopropyl alcohol. Let's I'm gonna use my ultrasonic toothbrush here, try to really clean that off. All right, maybe when it dries it'll be more visible, but man, I don't think so. I think that's gonna be a hard one to read. Focus is good. All right, now let's do the polarization, see if it helps. Oh yeah, it's a little better. I mean, I can make out some of the text now. Yeah, I think if I cleaned it again, it would be legible, completely legible. Let me try another IC chip. Maybe that one is just a bad one to use. Okay, this is the P13 USB. Oh yes, normally without the polarization, that would be what I would see. So we can take it down to there. Now I can see it, P13. It's still a little difficult to read if I'm totally honest here. This is not a paid review. I purchased this with my own money, so what you see is what you get. Um, yeah, I mean, it does clean it up quite a bit and make things easier to see. So I'm going to use it definitely for the convenience of just being able to position my microscope anywhere on this open table area and, get a good indication of what's going on. Hey, let's look at this chip with the polarizer, see if we can bring it. All right, yeah, I can dial it into where we can read the numbers on there. So, that is good. And then we can eliminate the glare. Now, if I'm being totally honest, I'll put up some footage from my other table lamp, this thing, and let you compare. In my opinion, this is way better lighting. The colors pop on the board, and it just looks more natural. All right, for comparison, this is some actual footage from this lighting that I was talking about. You can see the colors look way better, in my opinion anyway, more natural to what the color really looks like on the circuit board. They're not all washed out. Everything is just easier to see, in my opinion. If the mechanic ring light could incorporate whatever this lighting is doing to make the image look so good into their ring lamp, then that was really what I was hoping for. It would make it better, but like I said, it's good as is. I can use it, so I wanted to show you that though for reference. What I got right now, you can see it looks washed out and the colors aren't really matching what the colors are in real life. Although it removes a lot of glare, it's still difficult to read the printing on the chips, and that's one of the big purposes of me, trying to find a ring light, a good one. But anyway, this is usable. It is good. And this is my first time working with this one, so I may find ways to make it work better as I go. Anyway, I think this is a good representation of what I'm seeing as a first time user anyway. And it's not bad. If I had to choose between the ring lamp on the microscope and this one for quality alone, this with the bendy lights looks way better. But for what I need this to do, I think it's going to work just fine. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps anyone out there that's considering a ring light.